Had to have some intro music. The story of the widow's mite. Originally told by Jesus to a bunch of people way back when, but man, is it ever applicable today. I think the story went something like, I'll keep this very brief. People had to give money for something, and they were getting judged by others that were sitting around for how much they gave. And Jesus came along and rebuked them and said, basically, some people, even though it looked like they gave a little tiny bit, they gave way more than the people that appeared to be giving a lot, because the people that had a lot were giving a tiny fraction of what they had. But what she gave was a mite, which for her, well, who knows how long it took her to scrounge that up, or maybe she found it. And it was like half, or even like a quarter of what one of the smallest coins that a Roman would use. That's what a mite was. It's already in one of my articles. And so that's why I'm putting this story in there, because he was giving them shit. Because they're like some of the people I know that go around online talking about morts, which I didn't even understand what it was, because from what I understand, a mort is what somebody with a lot of money calls somebody that wishes they had a lot of money, that's like a hanger-on, that like tries to hang on to the person with the money. Like, so we even have a vernacular now built around our capitalistic caste system, whatever you want to call it, because it's worldwide now. Doesn't matter. There isn't any area of the world where there aren't wealthy people. That's true. Even those among us, the communities among us that are downtrodden and everything, their own people are stepping on their necks, getting rich. You know, it's like up here in Canada, a lot of the reservations where a lot of people are suffering, well, they've got a fucking casino on them, and it would appear that the guy that owns the casino, who's one of their own people, is raking it all in and driving around their fancy cars, and some of the other people on the fucking reservation don't even have potable water. That kind of stuff. So, yeah, story of the widow's mite for modern times. Yeah. So which one are you? Are you the widow, or the person looking down your nose as you give out the tiniest fraction of what you could to somebody that actually might really need it? And that ain't me, because I don't need anything. I'm thinking about people that really do need something, like people that are sick, people that are dying, people that aren't having a good time. So next time you're busy steaming around on Steemit and you're voting, why don't you let your vote power build up to 100%? And even if you're just the widow with the mite, go around and vote for something right away in the morning that actually would help even one person, not you and not your bank account. And put a hashtag on it, whatever that is, and say, any money that I make off of this, because it's all trackable, I do understand, that's why I'm using it. I want this to be a record. I said to my brother the other day, everything I do on there, if it lasts and it becomes like the new type of Facebook, I mean, it could just be MySpace. You know, the first one, it was the good idea, but it won't be the one. But if you get the right type of followers on a platform, guess what happens? If they're your real followers and they really agree with you, they'd follow you to another platform if you're that good of a writer or photographer, artist. So it doesn't really matter because I was on MySpace. It sucked. Then I found Facebook. Yeah. Everybody's on that. So it's just a matter of keeping on trying new platforms, and I'm starting to also reconsider how much I'm going to write on Quora. Because I think I'm going to start writing on there and just being a little bit more opinionated and not giving a shit about what people think about me, even online. It's the same thing. Are you going to make your online presence the same as your offline presence? Or are you going to do what everybody does? Not everybody. A lot of people do on regular social media, which is complete fantasy. It's not at all what's going on in their real life. So, are you going to be your real self? Because the record's there for posterity on the blockchain. And eventually people will go and look and see what a prick you've been for your whole online steam it or busy career, if this thing stays around. Because as I'm following more people, I'm seeing more of the views and starting to see different things come up my feed. And yeah, I'm just going to start following a ton of people. Just really getting a good general feel rather than just looking for stuff that I'm interested in. I want to see what this platform's all about. Because so far, what I really think, there's a few people that they seem to be doing some good stuff, but for the most part, it just seems like a mirror image of what's going on right now. Pure capitalism, hierarchical society, people at the bottom get to stay there, and the people at the top do just that and lord it over everybody else. And even downvote mistakes they make in comments. Which means they didn't even read the article, because if they did, that makes them a complete prick, because that was the one about the guy with stage 4 cancer, where I'm just beginning my fundraising career. I think that's what I'm going to do. Online and offline. I'm going to start participating in some way. And it's going to start off with Stevie V, the Stevie V Fund, hashtag, and from there, I'm going to do what I really want to do, which is help a bunch of older addicts that have completely been failed by our system, at least here, and I hope people will mirror me in that one, and have a place where these guys can live and not have to fill out fucking paperwork and worry about where their next meal's going to come from, or whether their ex-crack dealer friend is going to run into them because they're still downtown in the exact area that they were in when they started down this road 20 plus years ago and have been through the system 15 or 20 times, literally. Anyway, when you're voting, vote for somebody at least once a day that needs something instead of someone's fucking pictures of their coffee. What a waste of your time, which is the most precious commodity. Don't you think?